Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog. So it's May now. It's time for my April empties. I have the whole box here, but I'm not just going to lift it because it just kind of like overflows. So you have to trust me, there's quite a lot of products and some of them are actually quite heavy and kind of like bulky. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to begin with some smelly stuff, which are candles this time. These are 3 neon candles. I don't really show you all the candles I burn. I do use quite a lot of them, but these I got them all from like beauty boxes, so I thought this kind of makes sense. We have 3 different fragrances here. So this is Happiness with Neroli, Mimosa and Lemon. So this is that one over here. Then we have Real Luxury, Lavender, Jasmine and Brazilian Rosewood. And then we have the Perfect Night Sleep with English Lavender, Sweet Basil and Jasmine. My favorite one is the Happiness one with Neroli. That one is just so beautiful. And then my second choice would be, I guess, this Perfect Night's Sleep. That's actually brilliant too. The Real Luxury candle is pretty as well, but it's just like, I think I prefer the other 2 a little bit better. So yeah, these are the 2 candles. I'm not going to chuck them on the floor. Do you know, it's actually easier for me to chuck things I talked about on the floor so that I just don't get confused with what I talked about already. But these are actually quite heavy, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we have some hair products, and these are just a shampoo and conditioner, Philip Kingsley weightless shampoo and combination conditioner. This is in Balancing Rose and Lychee fragrance, and this is beautiful. This is more lychee than rose, I would say. It's really pretty. It's this perfect scent for spring and summer. It's really beautiful. I think all the fragrance combos for Philip Kingsley are brilliant. By the way, you might be surprised because I don't have elasticizer, and I don't think I had elasticizer last month, but that's because I've actually been using this massive tub of elasticizer, so it's just there, like it just lasts forever, which is good. Okay, so we're going to move on to the kind of like bath and body category. So first up we have Mirror Water Bath Salts Soak, and yeah, I actually liked it. It was like a really nice product to use in my bath. It had this like really nice kind of relaxing, almost spa-like scent. Yeah, cool. Not something I ever purchased though. From what I remember, this is actually quite pricey, and I think you can get something similar for like a little bit cheaper. So yeah. Okay, next up we have, oh, this is a lovely duo from Yope. And this is Winter Pralines. So this is like a cherry chocolate kind of fragrance. It's just so beautiful. And these scents are like very natural, so it's not going to smell artificial on you. It's so beautiful. These are like 96, the body lotion is 96% natural, and then the shower gel is 97% natural, and I love the cute little kind of like pictures on it. So this set was amazing. This is a Polish brand, but you can buy it in TK Maxx sometimes, so yeah, really love that one. Next up we have some Rituals, and this is Ritual of Jing Peaceful Sleep Shower Oil with agarwood and lavender, and it was really nice. I really like the scent. This is like a very kind of calming, relaxing scent from Rituals, but it's just so much more. It's not your kind of like regular kind of lavender-ish kind of like fragrance. It's just so much nicer, so I really like it. Next up I have this Deep Sleep Body Cocoon by This Works, a multitasking beauty sleep savior for better nights and brighter mornings. So this is something you can use as a hand cream or as a body lotion. It's quite nice, but you know what? I'm so bored with This Works because it's just like everywhere. The sleeping sprays, these things, they're just like everywhere. It's nice, but I'm kind of like a little bit of fed up with this brand in general. Okay, next one is Mega Babe, the Smoothie Deo Fruit Enzyme Daily Deodorant with bilberry, lemon and orange. I really like that one. This was like a very kind of efficient, and it smelled nice too. Yeah. And then the last product in this category is by Vita Liberata, and this is Superfine Skin Polish Moisturizing Exfoliator Tan Preparation. And I wasn't a fan for some reason. It just did not really feel like it's like a proper scrub. There was just something about the formula that just didn't really, I don't know. I mean, I like scrubs, like in general, like body scrubs. There's not really much like bad I can say about them, but this didn't really vibe with me, so definitely not something I would repurchase. Okay, so I think we're done with the bath and body category. We're moving on to skincare, and this category is the biggest one. Like, there's quite a lot of products here, so let's just start. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with a cleanser. This is Emma Hardy Moringa Cleansing Balm, one of my top 3 cleansing balms, like top 3 favorite cleansing balms ever. It's brilliant, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Another cleansing product, but this time this is like a second step cleanser. This is Elemis Pro Collagen Energizing Marine Cleanser, and this one was brilliant. If you love the kind of classic Elemis Marine Cream scent, this cleanser also has this particular scent. It's very nice, it's very gentle on my skin. It was a really lovely second step cleanser. Also, I think you could use it like in the morning as a morning cleanse. So yeah, I like that. Next up, okay, let's do another Elemis product here, and this is Pro Collagen Advanced Eye Treatment. So this is like a serum, hydrating serum. You just use it under your eye cream, and personally, as much as I love Elemis, this seems a little bit redundant, at least to me. If you have like a very dry skin around your eyes, then maybe this kind of makes sense, but for me, usually using like a nice eye cream is enough. I don't necessarily need this, but if you need some extra hydration, I guess it kind of makes sense. Okay, one more Elemis product, and this is an eye cream, Peptide 4 Eye Recovery Cream, a reviving eye cream, and I really love that one. By the way, I actually really like this range from Elemis, the peptide range. They are so lovely. Obviously, the Marine Collagen one seems to be the most popular, and you always get like your top up on these. But I wish this actually appeared more often in boxes, advent calendars, and things like that. Okay, so that's as far as Elemis is concerned. Let's move on to like different brands. So this is your Lake Rose Water Balancing Mist, and this is intense version. It was a nice refreshing spray, not necessarily something I would just use on top of my makeup because it's quite potent, so it's not like this kind of like a gentle mist, but it's nice for like under your hyaluronic acid, let's say, or maybe if you're not wearing much makeup, this could be a nice refresher for your skin. So next up we have some ESPA, and this is Overnight Hydration Therapy. This is Intensive Treatment Mask for Replenished and Radiant Skin. So this is like overnight face mask, which makes it pretty much a more intense night cream, right? That's pretty much what it does. It was nice. It was lovely for winter. My skin needs some extra hydration during like winter months, so that was really, really lovely. Alright, so there's another kind of like winter appropriate, very rich, very kind of like heavy cream. This is Murad Hydration Intense Recovery Cream, and this one is extremely kind of like dense and rich. It's very nourishing. I definitely think this is more dry skin appropriate, and I don't think I would wear this during the day. It was like literally this cream was like so dense and so packed with like oils that it just created this oily layer on my skin, which was fine like overnight, but I cannot imagine wearing this during the day. Unless you maybe have like extremely dehydrated skin and your skin will actually handle this. But for me, even for me, this was a little bit too heavy. For daytime use. It was okay overnight. Okay, let's continue because we still have quite a few products to talk about. So the next one is MDO, the serum, and this is what it looks like. This was like a nice serum, but the thing is, it has alcohol denaturat quite high on their ingredients list. I mean, this alcohol denaturat is there for a reason. It helps the active ingredients to penetrate your skin a little bit better, but at the same time, this is going to dehydrate your skin, and this is going to strip your skin out of this protective layer. So if you have sensitive or dry skin, I guess this is probably not the best choice for you. Actually, even if you have like oily skin, alcohol-rich products can cause your skin to produce more of this sebum and make your skin even oilier. So I generally would not recommend this particular serum for that reason, unless you have like a very unproblematic skin, kind of like normal skin, but still I'll probably use this serum quite sparingly because you don't really want to be fixing like certain skin problems and at the same time causing new problems. So yeah, there's that. It was nice, but I was very, very careful with that. Okay, next up we have this Dr. Seba Rose de Vie serum, replenishing, calming, repairing, and I lost the top part of it, so it is what it is. Again, this is not something I was a massive fan of. It was like a very kind of like oily serum, and I don't really mind oily serums. I kind of actually use them quite a lot, but this one, I don't know, my skin kind of like did not really want to absorb it properly, so I was always left with this kind of like oily residue on my skin, which is not great, you know. Generally, even when you have a dry skin, it's not really something you want to go for. Okay, so there's that. Next up we have something by Biossance, and this is squalane and copper peptide rapid plumping serum. And this one was gorgeous. I actually love anything with peptides, so that's kind of like, that kind of makes sense. This one was lovely, and that's something I would even consider repurchasing. Alright, this time we have niacinamide serum, and this is by Yorgo Bay. I'm not sure if this is how you pronounce it, but I just couldn't really find any like proper information on how to pronounce it. Niacinamide serum, this is supposed to be in this white packaging. Mine is pinkish, but that's because I have this kind of like beetroot color kind of like cosmetic bag, and for some reason this color transfers to some of my products, so it is what it is. But this is the serum I'm talking about. It was okay. I don't necessarily feel like a niacinamide is the most needed ingredient in my skincare, but it was nice to use and I used it up, so that's that. Alright, next up we have some Rodial, and this is vitamin C brightening cleansing pads. So this is like the little packaging, and there were, I don't know how many there were, 20 pads. So this was okay. It contains vitamin C, it contains like different forms of acids, it's nice for like exfoliation. I don't think it's that good for the environment because, you know, you just create so much waste with this, but yeah, it was still okay. Next one is by Declutter, and this is Neroli Bigorate. And this is a cleanser. It's like a cleansing mousse. It was lovely, to be honest. I have tested quite a few products from this brand after purchasing an advent calendar last year, and as much as a calendar was, you know, it had like some disappointing moments, like literally those like tiny sachets in like some of the, you know, drawers, which wasn't great, but there were quite a few really nice products inside, and quite good sizes as well. So you know what, generally I'm actually quite happy with that purchase, even though as a calendar it wasn't that great. Anyway, this was one of the really nice products that was in this advent calendar, and we're moving on to the organic pharmacy, and this is honey and jasmine mask, firm and moisture with honey, squalane and aloe, and this is for dry or dehydrated skin. And I wasn't too much of a fan of this face mask. I would probably say it's maybe better for like dehydrated skin. It was a little bit too thick and heavy on my skin. That's not something I would repurchase. It was alright, but I definitely prefer something a little bit like lighter on my skin. It was like literally super heavy, and I found it difficult to remove this product from my face. Okay, so we have another face mask here. This one is by Environ, and this is Tree Biobotanical Revival Mask, and this is what it looks like. And this one was tiny, it's only 15 mils. I did not realize the packaging actually seems a little bit bigger. It has like a little pump here, so that's actually really cool. But it lasted me for like 2 uses, I think. It was nice though. It was really nice. I did enjoy it. Alright, another face mask, and this one is by Zelens, and this is Instant Recharge Renewal Mask. And I actually really liked it as well. I'm not sure if this is something I will purchase, but to be honest, when it comes to like face masks, I have so many of them, and you know, I use them like once or twice a week, but still it's just not enough time to use them all. So I don't think I'll be repurchasing any face masks. Anyway, maybe I would if I didn't have this like massive stash of like face masks, but at this point I don't think I would be purchasing it. Anyway, last but one is Tanologist Day Glow Hyaluronic Radiant Soft Tan Serum. As you can probably see, it's actually almost full, but I just didn't like it. I tried a couple of times, but just the formula of it, it just feels weird, like a kind of like a jelly on my face. I don't know, I didn't like it, and I thought, you know, with all these products I just don't really want to waste time on something I don't really like too much. So it did create like a nice tan on my face, but other than that I did not really like using it, so I'm just getting rid of it. Okay, the last product in this category is Irene Forte, and this is Pistachio Lip Balm. Unfortunately, it does not smell or taste of pistachios, which is too bad, but it was like a really nice product. It was like a really nice overnight lip treatment, so I did like it, and this is what it looks like up close. Okay guys, so that leaves us with the last category, which is makeup. So I'm going to start with something that's like in between like makeup and I think skincare, and this is Fenty Beauty. This is Pro Kiss Lip Loving Scrub Stick. This is something I used before applying my lipstick, so that's why I put it in a makeup category, even though, I don't know, it could be like more skincare, I don't know. It was nice. I liked it. I really liked it. Not sure if I will purchase it, but it was like a really nice product for sure. Next up, we have another lip product, and this is by Huda Beauty Negligee Sparkly Lip Balm. And this is the shade I had, but this was literally like a lip balm, so it did not really have much of like color to it. It was just more like a protective or like nourishing lip balm. It's nice. Definitely not worth the money, because it's like a regular kind of lipstick price, but this is just literally like a regular lip balm. Unless you just love this brand and you want to have like everything by Huda Beauty, then I guess it makes sense. But other than that, I would probably say just save yourself some money and buy something cheaper for that. Okay, next up we have a primer, and this one is by Organically Skincare. This is a perfect canvas clean primer. I actually really liked it. So you know what, I do this like proper skincare every single morning, and sometimes when I want to apply makeup straight away after my skincare, my skin is still a bit like shiny in my T-zone, and you could tell that the makeup wouldn't really stick that well to it. So this is like a perfect kind of primer that does not really add this kind of like almost extra layer. It's very like watery. It just mattifies your skin slightly. It's really, really lovely. It's perfect for this like very natural look. So I really like that one. We have one more product from Huda Beauty, and this is Life Liner. And yeah, I like it. I like it. I really like that one. This is not the first time I had it, but I still like it. And then we have Charlotte Tilbury. This is Hollywood Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter in shade Spotlight. I think this is the only shade I have. To be honest, I actually like the product, but the packaging, I mean, look at that. Look at that. There was this kind of like a soft, spongy thing on the top, and it just disintegrated literally, and look how messy this is. So the packaging itself, I'm not really too much of a fan. The product was nice, but I mean, would I repurchase it? No, I would not repurchase it because of the packaging, because, you know, there are like so many nice products on the market that I don't really have to compromise on this. But then again, I still bought like a couple of blushes in the same packaging recently, so I don't know. Anyway, the last product in this Empties video is by NARS, and this is Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. So as you can see, I hit like a proper pan here, and this is like a translucent setting powder, so that's what it is. That's what it says it is, and that's what it is. It's like a mattifying powder. I'm not sure how light reflecting this is, but it definitely mattifies my skin. So I used it on my T-zone because that's the only part of my face that kind of requires any mattifying. But yeah, it was nice. I liked it. Not sure if I will repurchase it. I think there are like some nicer ones on the market now, like the new NARS mattifying powder. That one is brilliant, but it was okay. Alright guys, so these are my April empties. What do you guys think? Have you tried any of these products? If so, let me know what you think about them. Thank you very much for watching. For more beauty related content, check those videos over here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care. Bye.